Well, I'm sure nobody's up watching this stuff yet. But I want to leave a note this morning because, first of all, I want to thank everybody who joined recently. Boy, it's great to see that what I'm doing could maybe really help people. And that's a great pleasure. Thank you for joining. But because of that, because I do most of the work myself, that I'm getting behind in answering these things. So I'm trying to do the best I can, but be patient. And also, I'm an old guy and not a long time, Facebook user, so it's hard for me to follow threads and where you really ask the question. So I think I'm missing some of these things. So when you ask me a question and want me to do some research for you, find some sources, just beat on this old guy again, okay? If I don't get back to you in 24 hours or 48, just say, hey, Lesko, you old fart, what happened to this? I asked you this 2 days ago and you didn't tell me. So just go back, because I want to answer everybody, and it's easy for me to do. It just takes some time. And if it's hard, I really like the hard ones, because then I learn more. That's the way that I can grow too and learn all about that stuff. See, you guys make me smart. I don't know about this stuff until you ask me. So if I don't know it, then I have to go find out about it. And that's key. So also, I wanted to share with you a story I found in the Times yesterday. Here's the title if you want to read it or find it. It's New York Times. It's NY Times. If you find that. And this is what they do, is they raise like $5.6 million. And more importantly, it's really to help people, individuals, sort of, these are nonprofit organizations. So they have a nonprofit organization. Actually, what they do is they raise the money and then give it to local nonprofit organizations. And then those local nonprofit organizations help people like the government would. So, I mean, the government can't do everything. And so this is another source of getting help. Now here they have a bunch of stories. First of all, here's the 5 groups that they gave all the money to help individuals. I don't know if you could see the groups there. It's probably not too good to read. Brooklyn Community Services. The other one is Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of New York, Catholic Charities of Brooklyn and Queens, Children's Aid, Community Service Society of New York, FPWA, International Rescue Committee, UJA Federation of New York. See, you'll never find these people in Google unless you knew their names, because you put I need help or financial assistance or grants or any of that stuff, they won't come up because they don't use those terms. But some of the stories there's about 5 stories here that is great. Here's a guy who he said he's got a dog training business. How do you like this? He's a dog training business, and he was able to get money to help him learn, because he had to go up like to Connecticut or somewhere to learn about his dog training, so he could have his business more. So they gave him extra money to do that. Okay, here's another person who. Let's see, steady pay means cable and bigger television so that the 4-year-old son Zero can see from the couch. So he needed cable TV and stuff like that. He's taking care of a sick son or something. Okay, after Mr. Scott, 27, became a full-time caregiver for his son in 2016, they spent 2 years in New York City, trying to get through. And they got $1,000 to get a new couch and a kitchen table. Just stuff like that off. He's a caregiver. That's why we have all these needs that are out there. Here's another one. The money at Children's Aid. Now, this is a nonprofit called Children's Aid, and they're giving money to defray his recurring student debt. Isn't that amazing? So he's getting money to pay his student debt from a nonprofit organization called Children's Aid. Now, how the hell would anybody think of doing that? You can't. That's why all this stuff about getting help and succeeding in life, it's just turning over as many goddamn stones as you can. You don't know where it is. You're guessing. So am I. Even when I've been studying this for 40 years, and I'm still guessing. And you just keep guessing and get lucky. That's, I think, this thing. Here's another one from the Archdiocese of New York. He got $1,000, and then another $3,000 through that. And then here's somebody who got from the UJL Federation of New York, got money like $1,100 to pay the balance that he owed to the community college. See, So how would you know to ask for that? And that's why it's so hard, to find out this. So you want to look at that, find that article to see, and there's samples. So you got to find out what's in your area like that. And a place to do that is really the local 211 number, 211. See, what the heck they call it? The United Way. United Way, yeah. United Way keeps track of these kinds of people. So that's another thing to do. But it means digging, and even if you call up 211 and they don't have it, it doesn't mean that they're not there, because again, something like, who would have thought children's aid could pay your college debt? Wow. So you got to really find out what the heck's where you're living, and more importantly, be patient and remind me that I'm an old fart and forgot to answer your question. That's what you want to do. Hey, Lesko, what happened? I asked you 2 days ago and you haven't answered a damn thing yet. Boy, I'm paying you good money. So beat on me, okay? I love it. Talk to you soon.